Okay, so I've had my 7530 running for about 45 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes. Cleaned up all the tools. I went ahead and I put the floor back in and the mat. And I'm gonna come up here and I gotta put my computer back in for the stack wagon. So I'll just set you all here, maybe there, and you can watch that. So far so good. I'm not seeing any weird codes or anything silly like that. So I'm okay with that. Life is going to be good. Don't have this piece hooked up yet. Timothy disconnects everything when he tears this thing apart. So this is the computer for the stack wagon. Now that's what this tractor is on, mainly on this year. It's a stack wagon. I like this for a raking tractor because it is a IVT and it's an IVT, and it also is a suspended cab and front axle, which makes it a lot smoother ride. And I'm gonna say that I don't know how this fucker hooks up, but let's go for black is hot and neutral is ground. Let's see if we got any power. Yep, we're good. So we're hooked up. We're not connected to anything. Mr. Tim is a shit ton heavier than I am. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to take this thing for a ride. Alright, so William's got my parking brake on, obviously. He likes to do things like that. So here it is, 2 minutes. I put that in, everything's working. Before I get started, I'm gonna run that thing all the way up and wait for a code, which usually happens within seconds of me revving it up. So life is good. Life is good. There are no codes. We're at 100 degrees on our transmission oil temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and see how she goes. Yeah, so I get asked all the time, well, so what are you gonna do about that John Deere you know, right to repair act? Well, you just watched me repair a you know, what the hell is going on now? So we shut off our four-wheel drive. We don't need that. But I'm turning around right in the shop, so shop's not that big. It's only 54 by 72, so if you ever wondered how big it was, there you go, 54 by 72. We're going to take her for a quick run, and hopefully, the transmission runs pretty flawlessly and we don't have any issues. I don't expect to feel anything different because that pump, I don't expect to feel anything different because that pump just went out and it just shut us down. I have no codes. Holy! It's like hanging on to a rocket ship, this tractor. This tractor's 230 horsepower now. I had it juiced up a little bit. And I had it juiced up a little bit. I just thought that a little more power would be great. And sure enough, yes, a little more power is great. I don't hear anything weird. I don't see any codes. I have zero pressure problems. So yeah, I think a lot of the problem with that pump was that filter bypass, that thermostatically controlled filter bypass, and it was bad. It was completely depressed in the cold position, which it shouldn't have been, but it was completely depressed in the cold position, and it shouldn't have been. It should have been extended, and then I guess as it warms up, it compresses or depresses and allows that oil to go through the filter. But it's simply just a cold weather gizmo. A lot of times you shut the tractor off, that code comes on, you shut that tractor off. Wow. honestly think that it is working better, to be honest with you. Oh, what do we got? Transmission system with restricted function. What is that one? What is that one? That's a 126 code. Okay, so we got our first code. Oh, it went away. It went away. I'll have to research that one. It was a warning code. It wasn't a... We'll find out here. I think I'm low and low. I'm not getting it again. I gotta research that code. It'll store that code, and I still have the flashing light. So let's get up to the top of the hill here. I don't notice a difference in the... Oh! What happened? I put a lot of air in the tire. She's running. I don't know what that's about. It says restricted function. I don't get that. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I'll figure it out in a second when I get back to the farm, and hopefully everything's okay. It could be totally unrelated, like air pressure. You know, I don't know. It's not going to be a low transmission oil pressure, that's for sure, because that would have been a red flashing stop, stop, stop kind of a thing. Our temperature is coming up now a little bit. And it could be that thermostat control thing is not working right. I'll shut you off. Well, maybe I won't shut you off. May as well make this a whole damn video as to what this issue is and how to diagnose them. Could be a lot of different things. Wesley. I hate it when that shit happens. I'm gonna reset that code and go do the exact same load. Okay. I'll take you along for the ride if you want. Okay, so what you do is you go down to this I, click on that, transmission system. You're gonna go to your little wrench doodad. You're gonna press that. And what that'll do is it'll bring you into your codes, into your systems and or your controllers and sensors, and it is a TCU code. And let's see if she's active. It is active. TCU 126. Well, now on the 30 series you can just do, you can actually access that code, but you can't in the 30 series. In the 10 series, the R series, you can access them. So we're going to Google TCU 126. And it is active, so and I always use Google or DuckDuckGo. Google seems to be faster for this one. TCU 126 code. TCU 73 John Deere. John Deere tech is out there. When transmission pumps gets to 30 degrees, this code shows up. That's not it. It's only showing a TCU 126. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so TCU 126 is a blocked transmission filter. I have a new one here, and I will put this one in, and we'll see what the old one looks like. Doesn't really surprise me too much. Let's see if I get the lighting right. Doesn't really surprise me too much because that little button. Okay, so I just had Tim crawling around underneath there. You can put that shroud back on because we're good. As you can see, it's spinning, and we're going to go here, and you will see that my active code count TCU is gone. TCU is gone. I have no more codes, and okay, so here's what the issue was, and I kind of figured it out pretty quickly. There are 3 sensors on that pressure control block. One is for the oil pump pressure, the other one is for, oh, what the hell's the other one? What's that? No, there's 2 sensors, pressure control. Yes, one is for the oil pressure pump. The other one is for the thermostat, or the bypass, the filter bypass element. And the third one is a pressure switch for the filter. Now, when I ordered them, I ordered 3. I ordered 2 of the one and 1 of the other. Well, I got 3 of the same. And I just figured that they subbed over to all the same because they are all pressure switches. Well, the problem was that they don't ohm out right. So I get no ohm reading on the 2 new ones that I put in, or the ones that I got, the 8.2 number. But the 8.3 number that didn't show up, I had the old one, so I attached it and I have an ohm reading. So that means that that pressure switch is closed and it goes open when the pressure gets too high in the filter housing. So the other 2 are open and they go closed when the pressure is too high or too low, So when the pressure comes up, it engages them, and on the 8.2 number, the one that was causing me the problem, it takes pressure to open it, which then causes the fault. So we're good. We're all good. So that's fixed. I'm going to put everything back together now. I got to zip tie a bunch of crap, and we're golden. I got a blue light. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that blue light means one thing. It means I'm low on fuel. I was like, uh-oh, what did blue light come on for? And it was low on fuel. No big deal. Yeah, no, she's running good. I'm trying to get her up to 150 degrees, even though, because that's exactly, oops, there we go, got somebody coming around. 150 degrees, I want that 150 degree temperature, and that's when it indicates that the pressure in the pump, the transmission pressure pump, is too low. But I don't think we're going to have to worry about that because I've got it fixed. We got her fixed. It's good. We're going to go put fuel in her and get Timothy to hook it up to that stack wagon so he can go collect the bales that are left out there. And we're going to make new bales today. New bales. All right, so, reading some of the comments on here. I know there's a lot of people that hate it when I talk about comments, but I feel that I need to address some of the comments. I don't have them in front of me. I don't have time to even be playing with them. But here I am in the tractor that I just repaired. There will be a total, I've already given the total number of what it cost to repair it. But some of the comments, and I know you guys mean well and everything, but Jesus Pete, sometimes I wonder if you've ever even done the job that you're trying to tell me how to do, and others of you that are just, the one that got me the most was, John Deere seems like a green hole that you pour money down into. Well, I guess it would seem that way because I work on a lot of different green equipment, but that's because I run green equipment. And I run this green equipment all the time. So, I know you guys probably watch more than one farming channel, and that's alright. You're supposed to, you know, I'm not the end-all entertainment for you. But I will tell you this, that if you watch the other farming channels, they're not doing what I'm doing. What I am doing is not unique, but on a large scale. And it doesn't matter whether I was driving a Case International, a International Ford, which are New Holland, or AGCO Finn, AGCO Challenger, AGCO Massey Ferguson, or a Valtra, or any other Deutz Fahr, Deutz Alice, Deutz whatever the hell it is. if you put the number of hours on that I put on every year, you're going to find out that the repairs are kind of minimal. Most of the other farming channels, what they do is corn and soybeans, where they work their asses off for a month in the spring, month and a half in the spring, and then they put the equipment away. Either have the dealer come out and go over it, or they work, and then they work a month and a half in the fall, and then they put the equipment away and have the dealer come out and work on it, or they do the work themselves. Well, you know, my season never ends, and now that I'm back into corn, I got these tractors are doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, literally, probably each one of these tractors is getting close to, I don't know, a couple thousand hours a year, I would think. This one here, I don't know how many hours are on this one, but anyway, I think it had 3,800 on it when I got it, and it's probably over 5 now, so 3, 4, 5, 2, I don't know, might even have 6, I don't even know. Anyways, the amount of hours and the hours that we run, we're just running all the time, and things break. And I explained earlier about the brake system on this tractor failing, and yeah, I didn't really want to do what I had to do, but I had to do it. There was no choice. I could have possibly completed the straw job without it, but it just wouldn't have worked out. I could have swapped out. I could have probably put this stacker on the 7810, which that one is set up for this stack wagon if I need to, and put the other stack wagon on, say, the 6210R and ran that way, and this tractor would have sat, which probably would have been okay to do, but then I would have had Danny sitting on his ass doing nothing, and I don't think he wanted to do that. So, and it was fine. I mean, I knew what was going to happen. I knew the consequences for it. The transmission did not have dirt go through it, because it shouldn't have had dirt go through it because of the filtration. The filters were loading up and doing their job. The most that these filters had, or transmission had anything go through it, was when you would start it up cold in the morning. And the reason it would do that is because there's a filter bypass valve in there, and I just fixed that, so that's going to work now too. But yeah, so I'm running this thing. I'm not having any issues. She's burning good, driving good, temperature's good. It's 90 degrees outside or so, and you know, here I am still chugging along doing my thing, and that's exactly what I need to do, is chug along and do my thing, and of course the tractor's functioning properly. A lot of people just love to complain about what I do anyway. They just think that my tractors are junk and I should buy brand new ones, and yeah, buy red ones, buy green ones that aren't this color green, buy all different kinds of tractors. The fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter what you're running, they all break and they all cost you money. It's heavy equipment. It's no different than a bulldozer. They have a certain amount of time that you can run them before they start giving you problems, and we're there. We're at that stage where they're gonna get problems. Tits and tires is gonna cause you trouble, right?